coaching of bringing you back to your story and living your life with that more purpose by following those core values that you have. And that's the same thing that is in your organization as we start going through different turbulent times or working through adverse situations. It is guiding and working through that, creating more engagement in teams, stronger leadership, and more fulfillment because you're living that life with more purpose and value.
I made you some slides too.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's just a little bit more about me. And I know that in a couple of weeks, on the 27th, we'll do a little lunch and learn where I will be able to share more about what I do and a little bit more about my life and how it has brought me here. Not only to this area, I've been in this area for 22 years, getting more involved in the community and being a part of it. So. And I'm off to go teach spin, so if anyone does spin over at the path, I do that for fun, so.
All right, and next up, if you guys want to come up and introduce yourself.
All right, well, I'm Jared Dahl with SRF Consulting Group, working with Otter Tail County on the CSAH 8 pavement reconditioning and ADA improvement project.
I'm Bob Alexander, engineering supervisor for Otter Tail County.
We just wanted to kind of present the project to all of you. This is scheduled for 26 construction. Basically, we'll be doing a mill and overlay of CSAH 8 from the MnDOT right away up by US 10 all the way to Main Street, tying into last year's construction project. We're looking at a variable depth mill. As you know, the pavement's deteriorated, and the county wants to bring this back up. And then with that, we'll be looking at updating the ADA ramps on the sidewalks. As you can see in the red, those are the ones that we'll be updating. The green are already compliant. So that'll be taking place next summer at some point.
It's two different
This is
maps.
the north part of the project that ties in down there.
That took me a minute too. I was like,
Good question, though.
New streets.
No, good question. I probably should have pointed that out. Couple things to note. We're working through kind of the phasing of the project to minimize disruptions to businesses. We're kind of looking to shut things down in segments, try to get in and get out before the weekend, just to get traffic back moving through so we don't disrupt the businesses during the weekend. I know that's a busy time and summer's a big generator of traffic for Perm. So, are there any questions?
You say how long it would take to do it?
We're hoping maybe a month.
I'm hoping a
Tops.
month, like each shutdown would be in phases, so it'd be roughly a week. Or you could put in something on it.
Try to get in on a Monday and hopefully out by a Friday, get things open. There will be, the final lift of pavement we'll do all in one stretch, but we'll do that under traffic. So there should be minimal disruptions to businesses along side here.
Mackenzie, will the farmer's market be relocating again?
it's not
I
us.
don't know.
Hopefully we can keep, we're looking at phasing to keep that in the same location so they can either access off Fifth or Fox. We're kind of determining where that cutoff point is to make sure the contractor can get in and get out within a week. So we're kind of looking at where that cutoff is, keep things moving. Any other
Other
questions?
questions? Now's your chance.
Easy crowd.
That's it, I guess. Thank you. All right, 549. Oh, you're up. So I have this, and then I have your barbecue. You can
Back to
go
back?
on Yep.
All right.
Just let you roll.
Looking around the room, half the folks here have already heard this spiel or are actually part of the 549 Family Foundation. So for those of you who aren't aware of what 549 Family Foundation is, so it's an organization that was started in 2002.
You want this? You can.
There we go. 2002 nonprofit organization. And I'll touch on the West Central Initiative and how that's tied with the funds. But for the most part, it was started by community members, parents, just folks who were involved in the community wanting to support activities for the school district. So for the most part, I'll go into that a little bit more, but it started with an advisory board in 2002, created all the bylaws, everything that basically helps govern the process to make sure that the funds are being used wisely. So just going into what we do. Facilities, so for the most part, we try to fund those additional types of things that the school district isn't necessarily have the funds for all of the time. Example would be playground equipment is one thing that has been common types of things that have been supported. Athletic assets, not consumables, things like that that are the enhancers of different activities or programs for the students. Classroom technology, again, assets based for trying to stick with those. I'd say 95% of the funding that we support is around transportation. So it's going to different activities. For example, a lot of elementary classes, they'll go to the Holmes Theater in Detroit Lakes and have different enrichment activities that they're doing throughout the year. The funding for that, often the school has a hard time saying, hey, we're going to pay for buses. Well, if they can get the dollars raised to pay for the tickets to get the kids into the event, but to pay for some of the extra funding, that's where we can come in and help fund some of that. So they're not going to the parents to say, hey, send $50 with your child. We can help offset that. Experience transportation. Up in the top right is just who the board members today. Eric is over there in the corner. That group, so you can do 2 terms. They're 3-year terms. So I'm at the end of my first term. Eric, you're close to about 2 years into your first term, I believe, too. The group kind of rotates. There's a few post members that are in the room today, too. So thank you. So West Central Initiative. So all of our funding goes to West Central Initiative, which is based out of Fergus Falls. So the funding started back in 2002 and all the way through, the last 20 years, basically, of fundraising that happened. And a lot of people have put a ton of work into raising those funds. So we managed to gather quite a bit of funding and put that that's managed by West Central. So it's out in the money market growing, and we just manage that. So for the most part, we kind of set ourselves a limit of what is the growth that our funds can have for the year, and that's our available funding. So it just is a constant money pump, basically, to continue to do that. So our group and community members, parents, aren't having to go out and raise funds all the time and constantly be asking for more and more and more. So it's been a nice thing. We continue to grow, but right now it's in a very stable position, which is kudos to that group from 20 plus years ago that put all the hard work into it to allow us to just manage. So it's broke out into endowment funds. There's been some very large donors over the years as well that have kind of really set us on the right track, whether they came from a family trust or things like that we'll get some of those funds. The other part of this is our process. So we go through the board, basically the school district, and primarily the teachers. They're going to come up with a funding request or a grant request. They'll send that out with some specific requirements on does it qualify with X, Y, Z? Was it approved by the administration from the school to make sure that they're not, people aren't kind of, I guess, backdooring approvals for funds, and making sure that that's all good. Our board then goes through that, approves it, and then at the end of the year we just send one lump sum back to the district saying all of these grants have been granted throughout this time by such and such individual, and here's that basically refund of those dollars. How to support? We do have, if you go to the West Central Initiative website, there is a drop-down menu basically for donations. It'll pop up here to 549, and then it gives these kind of canned giving options. There's a lot of folks, these are set up on, you can do it a one-time, or you can do it on an annual recurrence as well, or there's just an optional as well. Just recently, we had a community member saying they wanted to donate a pretty large sum of money to the 549, and they were able to go through Essential Initiative and make that donation. So if you have any questions about that, go back to, if you know any of these folks, certainly reach out to them, or grab myself at some point if you want to get involved. But anyway, it's been a sustainable, pretty simple process, thanks to people from 20 plus years ago that paved the road. So, any questions? Must have done a great job. Okay. Last one. Thank you. Questions? I already covered that. All right.
And stay up there.
Yep, I'm going to grab these.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to put on an Ace Hardware hat. Got those up there too. Bill's going to pass some of these around. If you're not aware, August 23rd, we're doing our second, I think we're going to call it annual.
Yes.
I think we're going to call it annual. We'll see. We're still going. Last year wasn't, it went great.
It was
It
good.
went fantastic. But we don't need another hobby either. But anyway, so August 23rd, the second annual Smoke Your Ace Off. So Ace Hardware is sponsoring that. We've got a bunch of community groups that have been sponsors as well, that done a great job helping us get this thing going and really kind of taking care of paying for the meat. As you can imagine, that is the biggest expense of putting one of these things on. So we just ordered all the 200 racks of ribs and 150 pounds of chicken wings here this week from Steve at the locker plant. And right now, I think, what do we got, Bill? 13 teams? Like 13 teams are signed up. I'd say about half of them are competition teams. They travel around and do this. And then the other half are local folks. And frankly, last year, our local teams did quite well in comparison to some of the competition teams. So stop on out. It's at the fairgrounds. The fair board will have the beer garden open during that time. The softball booster, they're gonna have a beanbag tournament going on during the day as on the offering to more folks. And yeah, it's a fun time. So swing on out. Questions on that?
So if I wanted to enter,
Yeah.
is there a prize?
Yeah. Yes.
There's a very coveted trophy.
Oh.
Very coveted.
Oh, okay.
Oh, now she's
We
in.
don't need to say any more.
That's right.
No, there's new trophies that we don't have, like,
You'll see the winners from last year.
oh yeah, they will have them displayed proudly. They've had them displayed proudly all summer and like to show that off to people who didn't win. So, yeah, so we do have cash prizes for first, second, third in ribs, and then first and second in chicken. And then we also have a whole, we're following a lot of the same rules as some of the bigger rib and chicken competitions that are nationwide for our judging process and all that sort of thing, trying to keep it as legitimate as possible. And it's kind of fun. The judges have a good time. Sometimes overeat a little bit, but that's okay. Anything else?
All right,
Okay.
thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good class.
Thank you.
You ready?
I guess so. That looks like my phone.
Yes. At the end, if you want, you can draw yourself.
Oh, right.
That'd be fun.
Good people.
Okay, hey, I'm Chris from Otterbury. We are gearing up for our fall corn maze. We have the strawberry farm and corn maze south of town, about 7 miles, kind of off of Highway 78 by St. Lawrence Church over that way. We started a few years ago doing a corn maze preview event for grown-ups only. This will be our third, we're calling it annual event. And it's a microbrew tasting in the corn maze. So what we do is we get local breweries to come out. They're kind of hiding in the corn. If you don't know how to read a map, then they're definitely hiding. But if you know how to read a map, you can find their beacon and find them, and you sample the beer. It's like a pub crawl in the cornfield. The first year, we actually had people come out and did not realize the breweries would be in the corn, so that was confusing for them, but they ended up really loving it. So that's September 6th. We sell tickets ahead of time for that. They're on our website right now. We have about 20 VIP tickets left. That gets you in at 5 o'clock. So you get an extra hour of sampling. You get a VIP bag. And then in the bag, if any of the local businesses want to throw any type of little goodies in there, we'll put your stuff in there, or to promote your business or things you have coming up. Just get a hold of me for that.
How many items is that?
We usually do about 120, but you don't, so every bag isn't the same, I'm gonna tell you guys that. So if we don't get quite enough, if your business can only donate like 40 things, we kinda try to, mix it up a little bit. Because we understand that giving something in huge quantities can be a big ask, especially these days. But, we'd love to promote local businesses. When we get folks that come out to the farm, between the fall and the summer, we probably get over 15,000 people that come out to the farm, and we always try to send them to Perham, all the local communities, go eat, go shop, go play and stay, and that kind of thing. So that's been really fun. Corn maze regular season, so bring your family then, starts September 13th, and that's the pumpkin patch also. We're completely reworking our farm this year. We added a new approach, a 3-acre parking lot. We're in the works for building some really cool new fun things, and I'm apprehensive, if anybody knows my husband Cordell, that I don't want to tell you what it is quite yet because I'm a little nervous it won't be ready, but I'm pretty sure it will be. Because he always pulls through at the end and it's always ready to go. So, but come check that out. We do weekends through the fall. We also have raspberry picking. Yeah, what else can I tell you guys? I don't have an assistant, so my flyers are up here on the table if you want to grab one to put to your local business. I can borrow yours. So if you don't mind, I would love you forever if you grabbed one of these and just stuck it up at your business or on a countertop where someone would see it. Like I said, we have half the tickets are already sold and only about 20 VIP are left.
And you
So-
sold out the last 2 years.
We've always sell out.
Yeah.
A lot of times tickets sell out like 2 days before the event because it is rain or shine for the beer tasting. So people sometimes check the weather. But I guarantee that even if it is drizzling or raining, you will have lots of fun. I think some of you guys have been there and I think you guys have a good time. So
And
it's
when
fun.
are you revealing your?
The corn maze was revealed. It's
What? I missed
yeah,
it?
yeah. I didn't. We've been so busy and gone and whatever, so I didn't do a massive thing. It's Fall for Fun. So on our website or our Facebook page, it's kind of at the top. So it says Fall for Fun, and it's got an ear of corn and then a maple leaf
Cute.
in the corner. Yeah. So
Oh,
it's
maybe
kind
you're
of
right.
hard, but it's not crazy hard. I don't think. We'll see. I haven't walked it yet myself. So.
And then, do you want to talk about your award you just got?
Do I want to?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think you should.
I don't know that.
We have the farmer.
Yeah.
It's a big
I
deal.
guess I just got an award that I'm the female farmer of the year from Minnesota.
That's a big deal.
Yeah, kind of. It has to do with your. I mean, I don't know.
I'm not
I
the
was-
female
I
farmer of the
know,
year.
I was just shocked to be even in a finalist position for that. But it's your involvement in agriculture in the state, your farm and what you do, and growing your farm, and then community involvement. So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the claps.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah,
for
thank you,
coming.
guys.
Oh, do you want to do your drawing?
Oh, would you do it at the end?
We can.
Do you guys still
Sure.
Yep.
give away all the fun things?
We do.
Yeah.
Okay, Pioneer Fest, just want to remind you, they are having that coming up here, August 16th and 17th, whole lineup. So make sure you guys stop out there and take part in all their activities. And then we have Ms. Greta. Tell us all about books.
Hi, my name is Greta from Big Pine Books, and does anyone recognize this fellow? Yeah, so William Kent Kruger, not for the first time, but I think this is maybe his 5th or 6th time back in Perm. We are very fortunate, along with some other northern Minnesota communities, that he has now just kind of carved out a northern bookstore tour before his book releases. If you are not familiar with him, he is a New York Times bestselling author who his 21st Court O'Connor book is releasing on September 2nd. This is his first one, Iron Lake. He writes mysteries set in northern Minnesota. He has great characters. It's kind of like a Bemidji. His main character, Cork O'Connor, is half Native American, and he incorporates a lot of like Native American elements into his books. I've heard from people who have read through these books, like his whole series in one summer. They're very, very readable. Not to like pigeonhole his readers, but especially like if you're older men. I don't know. Like really.
We looked at you.
But
You're
truly,
getting a little gray.
if you're like your dad or anybody like really needs a book to read, it's always like I'm pretty sure. And across the board, but truly, which it's kind of a demographic that doesn't read, but this is like love William Kent Kruger. He's also like a lot of authors, like you know why they're authors, because they like prefer just to like be in a room writing without talking to anyone. Like, that's just their jam. That's just like what they're best at. He is very much a reader's author, because if you can hear him speak, he's such a good speaker. He's so personable. I've watched him go through signing lines, and he's really good, just like talks with everyone and takes time with everyone. So it's really a good experience. Even if someone's like never been to an author event before, like William Kent Kruger's author events are like top notch. I moved him this year to the Perm Center for the Arts, so I partnered with the Perm Center for the Arts to host him there. Last year I had him in the bookstore, and truly I had like all the furniture like pushed against the walls, because he really does draw a crowd. So I know I've heard a lot from our local community, but people will come to see him speak. It's a free event because I'm able to partner with the Perm Center for the Arts and have a nice big space. I know a lot of the other books, everyone does it differently, but I'm keeping it free this year. There's no registration required. You can pre-order his book now, or I'll have books a day of, which it's always kind of, you order as much as you think, but if you know for sure you want to have a book that day for him to sign, you can pre-order. So, if you got older, no, I don't know why. It's kind of his demographic. So he has his Cork O'Connor novels. He wrote 3 standalones that are just fantastic. If you haven't read for a while, like truly, he's very accessible. He's very readable. All his books are set in Minnesota. He's just kind of a crowd pleaser. So, yeah, come out on the 29th. It's Friday, August 29th at 1:30 at the Perm Center for the Arts.
Awesome, thank you. All right, ladies from Elevate. Or just Mindy speaking?
Mindy is.
Surprise!
Okay. Katie's a little bit of a planner. I just wanted to mention the Celebrate Aging Expo is coming up on the 17th from 9 to 1. This is our second year hosting this, so we're really excited to have it here. I think we knew we were going to have a good turnout last year, but I don't know that we expected it to be as great as it was. We had just over 300 people in the door last year. We were anticipating more than that this year. So a couple of things I want to mention about that. It's at the PAC. It's a free event. There's over 50 vendors coming. Door prizes, donuts, coffee, compliments of Central Market, wellness screenings from Perm Living, make and take crafts, interactive demos and seminars, free goodie bag, goose game popcorn, bingo. Of course, there would be no event for seniors without bingo. A couple additions this year. We are going to look at adding a lunch option. So for this age demographic, this is an all-day event. They don't just come and walk through the vendors. They do stay with us for the majority of the day. So we got a little hungry around 11. So we're looking at bringing in a lunch option. There's also going to be a video booth provided by TV3 in Layton. That's going to capture just words of wisdom, tidbits from people that are there. They have some pre-prompted questions that they're going to be asking, so that'll be kind of a cool thing that's going to be added. There will be some therapy dogs wandering through this year, so we've got some really cool things being added this year that we didn't have last year, so we're excited about that. Amy from Layton wanted me to also mention that if you are interested in being a vendor, there are still some spots available, so you can contact her for that. Fun day, so come join us. Any questions?
Make sure the old men come.
Yep, they'll be there.
All right, this one, I apologize, I forgot to ask Coach Morris to come. Not that he would have came anyway, because he's busy now with cross-country season. Started yesterday. But I did want to mention we are having the 6th annual Brave Like Gabe invite is going to be here August 23rd as well. And that's thousands of people that come to town. So just be prepared. Downtown, restaurants, shopping, anything all around town, there'll be a lot of people. So their races, I think people start arriving like 6:37 a.m. They, get there with all their buses, and they have a whole organized chaos out there. So stay away from the area unless you want to come watch some racing. But it's really neat. I mean, thousands of people are out there at Arvig Park. So just letting you know that will be in town. So barbecue, now's your shot. Get these people to come eat. So that, and then this is kind of fun. It's our new, we're kind of trying to promote it. It's our member-to-member deal. So basically we have 290 chamber members now, which we're really excited about. We want to support each other and also, kind of thank you for being a part of the chamber and to give deals to one another. So the first one, this one's kind of been going on for a little bit. The PAC offers 10% off memberships to your staff. So it's free to sign up. All we ask is that you promote getting your families and employees out and active. So that one is 10% off. As a business, you just sign up and it's automatic. They just show their payroll stub or something like that and they're in. And then quarterly, we kind of check to make sure they're still employees so that they're getting that discount. A new one, Tiffany, do you want to share a little bit about this?
Sure. Do you want to see that?
You can stay right there too. That's fine.
I'll stand up so you can hear me.
So, Come Focus, we are shifting a couple things here and there, and so we wanted to offer more support to all of you for businesses to get the word out. So if you are a current member, we'll give you 50% off your first digital advertising package. And then through March 31st, you can get 50% off any of our website advertising. So if you want to put your ads on thefocus.com, you'll get 50% off as many of those as you want to do, all the way through the end of March. So that gets through fall and the summer season, holiday season, into kind of getting your spring off to a boost as well. So we'll also do a rate for new members, so tell your friends that are members of the chamber to become members, because we'll do a package for them too.
And then you give something free to the new
So
chamber
new
members.
members will get a free 8-page ad in the paper, plus they'll get free benefits as well.
So that's all new. So thank you. Sorry to put you on the spot. I'm doing that today. The next one, this one's kind of exciting for us. The Comet Theater, we feel, having a theater in town is very beneficial. It's just a cute little small town feel. We, the chamber, are the salesperson for their on-screen advertising. So basically what we sell, that profit that a salesperson would have gotten, the chamber will get. So it's originally $15.95. If you're a chamber member, you'll get 25% off, so $11.96, so basically $100 a month. And you get a 15-second ad to put up on their screens before every movie. So with that price, the chamber will get a percentage of that, which is neat, and then the Comet gets a percentage of that as well. So we're pretty excited to offer that. You would go through myself to sign up for that program. And then basically you can pay monthly or all together, and then they come out and shoot a little video or do pictures or whatever, and you get a 15-second ad for that price as well that you can use other places. So if you're interested, just let me know. We're pretty excited just to kind of keep things going. The Comet does offer like free movies during Christmas and things like that. So we just want to keep them rolling over there. So if you have any questions, just let me know. City, you guys want to go next? And we'll go after you.
You've been gone for a week, so you don't know what's going on. I have no idea. First, Bill and Mark, 15 seconds. You guys could do like a pretty sweet little 15-second movie, like before the movie. That'd be good advertising.
Anybody wants to see that.
It'd be like a silent film, a little black and white.
I can
can see things, man. I can see it. Okay. City of Perham, 2nd Avenue Northeast. So in between the City Hall and Main Street gas station. Has been closed for about a month. It'll stay closed until probably the end of October. Don't ask why. It's just going to happen. So that's some difficulties, some issues with entities larger than us. So, namely the railroad. Okay, I'm going to be done. So that'll be closed for a little while. Otherwise, Main Street again is pretty much wrapped up. A few things that punch list items that they're going to do, so you'll see a little bit there. Otherwise, construction, Third Ave or County 8 next summer is going to be the only project we have planned so far. So that's the only inconveniences I have for you. The other thing, quick, last night, pretty cool project that we're working on. The council did approve a solar project to go on Landmark Liquors. So we're going to do a 40 kilowatt solar panel array on the roof of Landmark Liquors. So it'll be kind of a cool little project for us. Estimated savings of about $4,000 a year in electricity savings on that. So the payback is about 2 years, or a year and a half actually, with all the rebates and things that we get on that. So you're going to see about 90 4x8 solar panels go up on that roof here in the next probably month or two. They want to have that commissioned and ready to go in November. So kind of a cool project, something to look forward to, a little different for us than what we've done in the past for Perham. So otherwise, I think it's probably all the relevant stuff I have.
I got one.
Oh,
We've got Small Business Development Center consultant Beth Perday starting some monthly sessions over at City Hall. So it's going to be, I believe it's from 8:30 to 9:30. You can come to City Hall. It's the 4th Monday of the month. And there's going to be a kind of a set topic, but it's going to be kind of an open forum. And then if you want, after that, she's going to stick around for like 3 hours for these like 45-minute one-on-one sessions that you can actually sign up for. So as a business, if you've got questions about, anything, Beth's great. She's owned businesses, ran businesses. So if you got questions about anything, startup, funding, even transitioning, selling, all the things that have to do with businesses, Beth's great. I'll also be there to help answer questions about funding and stuff like that from the city standpoint. So check that out. I think the flyer's been in the chamber update for the last few weeks, so find that flyer and get the details. All right.
As far as chamber updates, just want to quickly talk about the Golf Scramble coming up. So we do have a few more teams, so if you guys know of any business or if you want to add another team to your business, you can. So it's 4 players, and then you do not have to be good at golf, or you can be good at golf. Doesn't matter. I don't even know if being good at golf will help you during that day.
Skill is not needed.
Skill is not needed. We do have a whole list of sponsors that are going to be at the hole, so that's really exciting. They do little games, or you can win prizes, drawings, all that kind of thing. You'll get your own golf
names
cart.
and your handicaps by Friday.
Names and handicaps, if you have not turned them in, please do so as soon as possible so that we can give those to Lakeside. Do you have anything else to share about
It's a
it?
fun day.
It's a fun day. Yeah, we have a good time. You get a golf cart. You don't have to walk. That's a bonus. You don't get to take it home.
You can actually just
He's
come
like,
hang
oh,
out if you want.
Jesus.
You can just come hang out and network. This is a big networking event, which I think is super important. That's why you guys are here. It's all about networking, getting to know people, creating relationships. So don't diss that day. If you're not signed up, you can still come out. If you do pay for a team, you will get a meal, and things like that. Big prizes, drawings, anything else.
Prizes.
So we do have more room. So if you guys have anyone or know of any more teams that want to do it, we can sign them up. Anything else, Chamber? We're at
Send
2
me your ads, flyers.
flyers, any events, big promotions, anything big happening in your business. We do send out a newsletter every week. April
I didn't
puts that
last
together.
week.
Oh,
I'm sorry, I dropped the ball last week. If you were
Except last
looking
week.
for it.
Yes, but that goes out to about 4.8 thousand people. Our newsletter does. So anyone who signs up for it, and we get a good opening rate on those emails. So that's a lot of promotion for you guys for being a chamber member, so don't forget to use it, please. You just have to send us your flyer, that's it. She does sneak on Facebook and steal a bunch, but she can't see everyone.
Sometimes they
so.
don't have, like, your name of your business. Has
Make
to
sure you
have
have
the
your
name of your
logo.
business,
Yeah.
what day, time, where it's
On
at.
your flyers for her to steal.
I get a lot of stuff that doesn't
Yes. Yep. And then right now we're sitting at 290 members. Our goal is 300. So, which would be a pretty big deal for Perm. So we're kind of excited. We've been growing, which is nice. If you guys have any ideas for us or anything to help us grow or keep you happy, please let us know. We'd love to do that. But yeah. Anything else, Chamber? No? Okay. All right. We will do some
Did
drawing.
everybody sign up for drawing?
Oh, 30-second updates first. Thank you. Anyone have anything to share? Yes.
I didn't know we were on the agenda, so I
Oh,
that's
okay.
Let it go.
Tomorrow, we are having our second dementia-friendly movie for Elevate, so that's going to be at 1 o'clock. At the Perm Comet, this is dementia-friendly, meaning the lights are left slightly on. I didn't even notice they were on, but it wasn't enough that it's more comfortable for people. Grandkids are coming with people, spouses, friends. It's just meant to be a place they can go and do something normal with the community. But we welcome anybody to come who wants to, because the more that are there, the more likely we can meet people. And we just did a bunch of sessions yesterday, and 1 in 10 people over 65 have dementia. So this isn't like a 1 in a million type of situation here. There are people all through our community that have dementia, and so anybody who wants to come support this would be welcome to come. So that's 1 o'clock tomorrow at the Comet, and we're watching Grease. And it's $8, you get a pop and popcorn, just something fun to do. And then also on Friday, we're kicking off our second annual, I think, Health Span Challenge, which is a 6-week community wellness challenge. And we're kicking it off Friday over at the Farmers Market. At 9 o'clock, we're going to just do a walk the block, like a half-mile, 1-mile walk together, and you can pick up your Health Span Challenge forms. And yeah, that's 6 weeks long. Every week we'll do drawings, and at the end, if you participated throughout the whole 6 weeks, you can go in to the drawing for $250 in Perm bucks. So if you can't make it Friday, those forms will be available at all of our stands, like in the entry of the pack, Perm Living, and libraries and Mills and Perm. So I encourage anyone, all ages, to do that, and it's just a great way to, yeah, start building some healthy habits. So that's it.
Anybody else? Pizza Ranch? Any new pizzas?
Next month, maybe.
Ooh,
Fancy.
that's exciting. Anybody?
Good.
How was We Fest?
Actually, cool. It was last year, too.
Oh, weird.
Everyone's out too late for it. By the time they wake up, it's concert time.
Understandable. Anyone else? All right, first one. Zorba's One Large Pizza.
Just don't put your own name.
Winner?
Your name.
Taylor.
Taylor.
I would love it. Would you like to pick?
The next one, Pizza Ranch. 2 bake-at-home pizzas.
He always wins. He does win.
Dinner on 2. All right, we got a free basic oil change from Perm.
You didn't watch it. Lisa.
Lisa.
Back in the corner. I'll throw you back in.
Yeah, if I come out again.
And next we have the Craig Grill with Return Health at the hospital. Gift card.
Chuck, do you want that? I swear I'm not looking at these.
Chuck, would you rather have a different price? You're okay?
That one's Jason. Jason Groff.
Way in the back. Okay, we got
Okay.
Lake Tiffany.
Here, pick the last one. Oh, that's Chuck now.
Chuck.
Chuck gets it.
You get to go to Lake.
Lucky guy.
And then, thank you for bringing those.
Okay, pick the last one.
We got 2, so we need 2 more.
Do you want them together or separate?
Yeah,
as
If
general
you do them
admission
separate, then
tickets.
they have to buy.
Then they have to buy another one.
That's
So,
true.
it's marketing.
Okay, here you go.
The first winner, Jarrett. Oh, he's not here at all. Does it matter if they're here?
Must be present.
Must be present. The room voted. Chris. I get to go.
This is a
Who
weird,
the heck is
weird
this?
day.
That's me.
That's Pastor.
Yes. Bring a friend.
I know.
And the last one, Julie Lake.